The Baba stock is in a very interesting spot right now. Last week, Alibaba reported amazing earnings, but the Baba stock price dropped for probably two reasons. Number one, the good old buy the rumor, sell the news thing. And number two, the US Senate passed a bill last week that raised the question that whether some Chinese companies would be delisted from the US exchanges. In today's video, I'm going to address some of the questions I've been getting the most from you guys, including what will happen to Baba if the US decides to kick some of the Chinese stocks out of its exchanges? Will Baba be among them, and will you still be able to trade them? Also, how is the COVID-19 pandemic treating the Baba stock? Can we expect more downfalls? Can the Baba stock make you a millionaire? We're going to cue in the intro and dive into the Baba stock analysis from the 5 points of my signature Invest Diva Diamond analysis that analyzes any assets from 5 points: fundamentals, technicals, market sentiment. How does it fit with your risk tolerance, and overall, does it make sense to your investment portfolio? We're now going to cue in the intro, and while we do that, head over to the comment section and type in your favorite Chinese stock. Let's go. Hey guys, I'm Kiana Danial, three-time author and the founder of the Invest Diva movement, the march to jump on to take control of your financial future and to make your money work for you. The Alibaba stock has actually long been on my portfolio, along with some other Chinese stocks that I routinely cover for our premium investing group members, or the PIG members. If you haven't already and would like to see how you can get a 3-month free membership to the premium investing group, go ahead, open up a new tab and type in learn.investdiva.com/yes and register your spot for my free Make Your Money Work For You masterclass. I'll also add the link in the description area of this video. Now let's get to Alibaba. Alibaba is the world's largest online and mobile commerce company. It operates China's most visited online marketplace, including Taobao, which is consumer to consumer, and Tmall, which is business to consumer. Now, how does Alibaba actually make money? Last quarter, Alibaba generated 82% of its revenue from its core commerce business, which includes its e-commerce marketplaces and its brick-and-mortar stores, as well as the stakes in some of the logistics. Most of these businesses are based in China, but AliExpress is leading the marketplace in Europe, and there are some other parts of Alibaba like Trendyol that is based in Turkey. Lazada serves Southeast Asia, but the core commerce business is Alibaba's only profitable business. Then we get to the good stuff that are actually more long-term, in my opinion, but so far, Alibaba's cloud computing unit generated 11% of its revenue last quarter, and that cloud controlled 46% of China's cloud infrastructure market at the end of 2019. If you want to compare it to something, its closest competitor in China is Tencent, and their cloud held an 18% share. Overseas, Alibaba is expanding its cloud platform to compete with the massive Amazon Web Services. As we go down the ladder of the ways Alibaba makes money, 5% of its revenue comes from its digital media and entertainment business. And that includes its media streaming platforms, movie studio, web browser, and Shenma search engine. None of these platforms lead their respective markets. And the kings of those categories are Tencent, Tencent Music, and Baidu. Last but not least, 2% of Alibaba's revenue comes from innovation initiative businesses like smart speakers, online games, and other minor products, which in the long run could become something big for Alibaba. Now let's take a look at Alibaba's short-term challenges. Last quarter, their core commerce revenue rose 19%, but that marked a significant slowdown from the previous quarter. and that was because of COVID-19. Meanwhile, in the US, the Trump administration is considering a range of sanctions on Chinese officials and businesses and financial institutions over Beijing's effort to crack down on Hong Kong, and this could also take a hit on BABA. Now, to answer your question, what happens even if BABA is delisted from the stock exchange? The short answer is nothing. If you already hold BABA, you are still considered a shareholder of BABA. Your broker has to go and find Alibaba in a different marketplace. Meanwhile, its price could take a hit, and that could be something that you want to keep an eye on. Now, again, in my opinion, it's very unlikely that BABA is going to be among the Chinese stocks that is going to be delisted from the stock exchange. This Trump administration decision is probably going to impact smaller Chinese stocks. Okay, now we're going to get into the juicy stuff. How does Alibaba and the BABA stock look long term, and can it make you a millionaire? Now, first off, I'm not a financial advisor, and my opinion, just like anybody else's opinion, is just an opinion. So please take it with a grain of salt. But my humble opinion is that China is on its way to lead the global economy. Last September, Alibaba outlined its plans for the next 5 years, and that was to serve over 1 billion Chinese consumers and facilitate over 10 trillion yuan, which is $1.4 trillion. But that's just China. There is also a very good chance that globalization will be a key growth driver for Alibaba in the years to come. Alibaba's desktop and mobile monetization rates have generally been on an upward trend in the past few quarters, which indicate that sellers are becoming increasingly dependent on Alibaba's marketplaces to reach Chinese consumers. All right, now we're going to take a look at the market sentiment, and finally we'll move on to technical analysis to see what prices are optimal for buying BABA if it fits your portfolio, and when you can consider taking profit. On Benzinga, we can see that a lot of hedge funds and banks like Nomura have maintained their current buy position for Alibaba. Nomura is targeting 249. We got CFRA targeting 216. And another one targeting 241. The overall sentiment is neutral over here. Alibaba doesn't pay a dividend, and even though it has huge potential for growth, it may not be suitable for those who are looking to invest in stocks that pay them an income. Now we're looking at Alibaba's chart. Ever since it was listed on the stock exchange back in 2014, Alibaba has generally moved up, but it has been kind of choppy, providing us a ton of buying opportunities every time that it dipped down. Right now it's actually approaching the all-time highs again. And if history is any indication, you can see that over here in 2017, 2018, we had a double top formation, which led to a drop into Alibaba's stock. And now it looks like the price might actually be due for a similar kind of path. We have the all-time high level at 230, and the price dipped down due to COVID, is now on its way up, and the resistance level and the all-time high remains at 230. As you can see, I've added a lot of Fibonacci Retracement levels. This is for when I analyzed BABA for our premium investing group members on Tuesday morning. Alibaba's stock price remains above the weekly Ichimoku cloud over here. Zooming in on the daily chart, it actually has broken above the Ichimoku cloud as well. And the pattern kind of resembles the Dow Jones Industrial Average as a whole. As you can see, the Dow Jones dropped to the lows due to COVID, and then the price broke above the Ichimoku cloud on the daily chart. Now, of course, the news and the earnings on May 20th had an impact of the stock price, and the prices dropped towards the upper band of the Ichimoku cloud. This is also a pivot level over here. The future cloud is bullish across the board on the daily chart, on the weekly chart, and on the monthly chart. So that gives us a good bullish indication over here. I have created a Fibonacci Retracement tracing the latest uptrend from back in August 2018 to the highs of January 2020. And as you can see, the strongest Fibonacci Retracement level here at 50% falls at 181, and the next level, 61% Fibonacci Retracement level, is at 169. Both are the levels that BABA visited during COVID-19 pullback, which probably would have happened anyway, regardless of COVID-19, because that was just a technical pullback, and the COVID-19 accelerated the pace. Now we're seeing it bottoming out, breaking above the Ichimoku cloud, and the support level remains at 193. So what are some of the optimal prices to buy BABA? Looking at the choppiness of BABA in the past, there's a good chance that its price could revisit one of these levels. Higher probability would be 193 and 181, but there's also a chance of it revisiting 169. So one way that I go about it is normally to set partial buy limit orders if you don't have any and start buying at a higher prices. And as the price goes lower, I buy more. For profit targets, again, I have used Fibonacci Retracement levels. And these are the levels that you can consider taking partial profit if you're not planning to hold on to BABA for the long term. Again, because BABA doesn't pay dividend payments, you could consider taking profit earlier as long as it makes sense for your taxes. Always remember that keeping your stocks within a year will potentially lead to you paying more taxes. But if you're really scared that BABA is going to get delisted from the New York Stock Exchange, then you could consider taking profit at 230. Of course, because this is a growth stock, time is going to be your best friend when it comes to BABA. Will it make you a millionaire? If you hold on to it long enough, it probably will. In my opinion, there's a low chance of BABA completely vanishing from the stock market and the company going under. So personally, I would just buy the lows. Now, I'd like to hear from you. What do you think of Alibaba stock? Will you be buying as it goes lower? How long will you hold on to it? Head over to the comment section and let me know. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to register your seat for my free masterclass by going to learn.investiva.com/yes. I can't wait to see you in the chat box. Invest responsibly, and remember, the only path to true wealth is by making your money work for you.